Hi, it's Carrie with Clay Revolution. How are you today? Today I'm going to show you how to make a simple little border around your metal clay pieces. It gives them a little bit more of a refined look, and you can do it using the stencils and textures you already have. So I'm going to jump right into it. This is an example of a piece that I have that has some borders on the metal clay pieces themselves. So this is a kind of a flat border, I'd call it, around the textured design. And this is all done in one simple roll. And it just gives kind of a little detail to the edge of your work. It's another example of the piece there. You can see that edge around the outside. That's what I'm going to show you how to do today. You're going to need just a few simple tools. I'm going to use a pre-made template for my piece today, and I'm going to be using one of our paper textures to do this today. If you haven't used paper textures before, they are awesome. Just be sure to watch our video on how to prep them so that you can add your release agent and they won't continue to stick. So it does need a little bit extra, and so there's a quick little video on how to do that on our website too. You need a non-stick surface, some release agent, some clay, whichever clay you'd like to use, rolling gauges, and clay roller. And I think that's about, and a fine awl for cutting your template out. That's about all you need today. So the first thing I'm going to do is put a little bit of release agent on my texture. And again, these are prepared, so I should be ready to go with just a little bit of release agent. Okay. And what I'm doing, this is the part that's a little bit different than what you would normally do. I'm going to put my template directly onto, I think I'm going to use this side, directly onto my pattern here. I'm just going to find an interesting place to put it. That looks pretty good right there. Okay. Then I'm going to use my depth measuring gauges on top of that. Okay. Now I need to get my clay into the rough shape that it's going to be in. So sometimes you might want to roll it out if you're doing a really big shape. This one I can pretty much just squish it into the shape that I need it to be in. I'm going to give myself a little more room there. Put that down on there. Press down and roll firmly. Whoa. And that's going to roll off the edge, so I don't need to go any further than that. Peel that off carefully. And now you're starting to get the idea of what I've done. I'm going to get this clay out of my way here. Okay, so now I've got my piece and I've got this nice flat area around it. So I'm just going to free-form cut however wide I want. And it doesn't have to be perfect because I can refine this afterwards, which I'm going to show you as well. Okay. Lift up my extra clay. And there is my piece. Let's see if I can get a good focus on that for you. Maybe I can get a little closer and refocus for you. There you go. nice clean edges around there. Okay, I'm gonna lay that aside to dry and show you how to refine one that's already dry. Okay, so this one is dry. You can see those edges look really interesting up there. It gives me some more texture. I'm probably gonna, this one's a little bit rough right there, so I'm gonna just knock it down with my fingernail a little bit. I don't need to really sand that edge. Okay, and now I'm gonna come in and refine this with a sanding board. You could use sanding sponges, sanding board, whichever you like. Actually, I might, because I've got round edges here, I'll probably use the sanding sponge. I think that would give a cleaner look. The first thing I'm doing is just really evening out that border. Getting close. Already it's looking pretty nice. Okay, so I think I need to take a little bit more off. It's a little wider here and here, maybe a little bit there. So I'm going to come in, take something a little bit stronger so I can remove more material at a time with less work. Isn't that the goal? There we go. Okay. And now I like to come in on these on an angle on these edges. That helps me just make the edges softer, rounder. Usually when I'm wearing jewelry, I don't really want it to be super sharp. So I kind of round my edges there. Do the same on the back side. I can do refining on the back side if I want to now. I'm going to actually add some other items to this piece, so I'm not going to refine the back of it at this point. But it is ready to go. There we go. So hopefully you like that little tip. I'll be sure to continue to add more little tips to our YouTube channel as soon as I can. And if you've got any suggestions, feel free to shoot us a little message. Thanks.